G'day, we're going to have a look at managing storage for iPhones and iPads. It's not always as straightforward as we think. So we're going to look at four main areas. We're going to look at cleaning up our camera roll and music, deleting unused large apps, deleting documents and data within apps, and clearing out the cache of our apps. So to get started, we're going to be going to Settings, then General, Usage, and Manage Storage. So this takes us through to a list of all our apps and how much space each of these is using. Now in most cases, most of the data is being used by photo and camera or music on your device. So let's first of all have a look at how to clean up our camera roll and music. So if we actually open our camera roll here, you can select the photo time and delete it, or if you hit select at the top here, you can select a whole lot of photos at once, and you can delete them all at once as well, or move them where you want. So next up, we're going to have a look at deleting unused large apps. I'm just having a look at an app here that I haven't used actually much, so let's click on it. And it's interesting to note this is 303 megabytes and it's only using a bit of data. So I'm actually going to delete this app because I haven't been using it for quite a while. I can always pull it back later anyway. And I've just freed up a whole lot of space. So next, we're going to have a look at deleting documents and data within apps. So let's have a look at one as an example. I'm going to click on Explain Everything as an example. And here I can see that Explain Everything actually isn't a big app, but it's got a lot of stuff within the app, a lot of documents and data. So I'm actually going to go to the Explain Everything app. And I can see the files that I've created in Explain Everything over the past. So if I hold down on one of these, I've got the option of deleting it, and that's going to free up space. And I see when I go back to my app list in storage that Explain Everything's gone down quite a bit. Okay, so a lot of storage on devices is taken up by documents within apps, so going out and clearing the actual documents in an app is a good way to go. And lastly, we're just going to have a look at clearing the cache of apps. It's like the stored memory within an app. So we're going to have a look at a couple of examples here. The main sort of things are like web browsers and so on, so we're going to move to Safari and Chrome first up. Let's have a look at Safari. In Settings, when you go to Safari, you can clear history and website data, and that just clears a whole lot of space on your device. If you use something like Chrome, you can go the three horizontal lines down to Settings, choose Privacy, and Clear Cache. Now some other apps actually cache data and they don't even tell you about it, and they don't give you the option for clearing it out. So for example, Drive here, which I use heavily, right, has 478 megabytes of data in there. To actually clear that cache, I'm going to have to delete and reinstall that app, which is a bit frustrating, but it's the only way I could see why at the moment. So when I deleted the app and reinstalled it, I can see then in the storage that it's gone right down to 38 megabytes now, even though I'm logged back in as I was before. So it's cleared out the cache. A bit frustrating, but the only way I can see at the moment to clear it out. So in summary, for cleaning up your storage on your device, alright, your camera roll and music take up most of the space, so managing those. Deleting unused large apps is a good option. Deleting documents and data within apps by going into them, and clearing out the cache of apps, and in some cases you can do that within the app, others you have to delete them and reinstall them. So I hope this helps. Ding ding ding!